Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and I appreciate you coming along to see my video today. If you're new, welcome, and thank you for coming. And if you've been a subscriber and have been watching my videos, thank you. I appreciate it so very, very much. Today we are on week 28 of the Margarete Miller Weekly Challenge. And so let's go over the prompts. First, we need a texture or a pattern found in clothing, something associated with relaxation, a repeating pattern, a positive affirmation, an image of a landscape or scenery, and the bonus is a security envelope design. So I have got some some glue all, Elmer's glue all, which I'm going to try. I have not used this before, and I see where others use it. I had this other top that went to another, I'll show you. This is the original top for the glue all, and this top went on this bottle, which was a clear glue that looked like Beacon 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac, but it was not one of those, but it was clear like that. And I put this cap on here that happened to fit because this was a smaller tip. So I'm going to try this today instead of art glitter glue, and we'll see how we get along with that. So today, one of my main focal points is going to be this pattern lady. And I'm using this as a texture or a pattern found in clothing because this is a pattern. I'm going to think that it was popular. It came from a pattern envelope, a sewing pattern envelope that was, the copyright on it was 1988. And it said on there that it was the 60th anniversary of these designs. So that meant that these designs were original in 1928, which was the year my father was born. So this is a 1928 image, and that is a pattern found in clothing because it is a pattern to make this outfit. And besides that, there is also, there's also the polka dot pattern on her hat and her gloves. So I think that fits the bill. So this collage is all arranged around this image. And it is, I think, it sort of looks like an ad from that day, an advertisement in a magazine from that day. So, keeping that in mind, I'm going to go from the bottom now. And so I've got my security envelope design. And that is going to go in the background. Just like this. Okay, and then a landscape or a scenery. I have this image of maybe the French Riviera, maybe an Italian villa. I'm not sure. It came from a travel, the Rhodes Scholar, travel brochure. And I don't remember what city or whatever, but it was in Europe. It was a European city, I'm sure of that. So we're gonna put that there. Then the repeating pattern, well, there's the repeating pattern of the polka dots, but then there's also a repeating pattern in the envelope, security envelope. I don't know if you can see it. It's very faint, but it's these little white dashes, and they repeat in a pattern. So I'm counting that as my repeating pattern. And then something that is associated with relaxation. Keep in mind, this is what I imagine an ad from 1928 might look like. And the relaxation, something associated with relaxation is back in that day, men would go to their club or to the parlor after dinner and enjoy a cigar and a drink. And that was relaxation for them, especially if it was midday and they went to their club for lunch and then are having a smoke afterwards. I am not promoting smoking. I've never smoked. My parents never smoked. But that is something that back in that day, before they knew it was bad for you, cigar smoking was a form of relaxation for men. And they were just kicking back and having a drink and visiting with fellow, fellow friends. And so I'm calling that my something associated with relaxation. And this is sort of what I think of an ad from this time frame, 1928, might look like. And then I need to add my positive affirmation. And it is, what a sweet delight a quiet life affords. That is my affirmation, my positive affirmation, and that was by William Drummond, and I'm going to put his name right here. So this is my collage. I'm going to be trying the glue all. I understand it's a pretty good, pretty good substitute for art glitter glue. So we shall see. I'm going to put this little guy's name, little guy. I don't know if he's a little guy or not. This guy's name who made this quote. I'm going to put him down first because it's just going to be right on the edge of here. Just right along the edge there. Just so you can see his name. And I don't know that it's necessary, but I think it's kind of neat to have whoever made the quote to have their name there with where their quote is being used. Now I'm going to put down my piece of background here. And so far this is easy to come out, but then it also is very, very full. I just bought it. And I got this at Pop Shelf, and I think it was $3. That's a lot less expensive than the art glitter glue, and maybe on and I don't know how fast it dries. I don't really know too much about it. All I know is that Elmer's glue, school glue, is okay, but not as good of a glue as supposedly Glue All is. So we'll find out. We'll see if I like it. And if I do, that's great, because it's readily available and inexpensive. So let me stick that down and make sure that is where I want it to be. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah. Okay. So we'll, oops, nope, I didn't get it down straight. I was afraid of that. Okay, so let's try it again. Maybe it comes up easier than art glitter glue. But I want that to be straight and kind of central. So let's try that again. Okay, I think that might be a little bit better. So this is my security envelope. This one came together very quick. Well, I say very quickly, pretty quickly. Just kind of dried out a little bit before it got back down. So it does dry pretty quickly, as art glitter glue does. And we'll just see what I think about that. Okay, and then I'm going to put down my villa, or whatever it is. I don't know what country this is from. And I'm using this little extra piece of cigar here because I want this to go all the way across. And so these three were attached. This one was not. I think I'm going to do glue stick with that because it being a magazine page, sometimes those things, they make them, I don't know. I'm just going to use glue stick, I think. I'll start with this guy. Hopefully it will be raining later. My husband looked at the weather radar, and it was raining all the way around us. We were in a circle. Oh, I can't do that first. I got to do this first. We were the only ones in the area not getting rain, so there was a circle of rain around us. And we used to talk about that we were in the V because it would always come down and be everywhere but where we were. And it was a V. And we have a water tower that is a joke in the city. And we would talk about that being what was causing the V. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what we would say. Because it would like for every time it rained. But he did say it looked like we would get some rain around 6 o'clock, which is 25 minutes from now. So we'll see if we do. Okie doke. And now we'll put down our landscape. And I just made a little line there where I wanted this to be. Just like that. So I hope that you like this collage and that you will give me a comment as to what you think. Again, not promoting smoking by any stretch of the imagination on this, but it is a leisure activity for men back in this day, 1928, and this is, like I said, a kind of an ad, what I thought might sort of look like an advertising piece in a magazine or something. And so that's what I'm going to go with. I had thought of other things, you know, relaxing on the beach and going to the lake. And I couldn't find anything that really spoke to me on those things. And when I found this lady, this pattern, because I wanted to use a pattern lady for the prompt. Something associated with, a pattern found in clothing, because it is a pattern found in clothing. It is a pattern of clothing. So I thought it would fit. The bill just fine. Need to pull that down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then I am going to cut this off. Got a little bit to cut off down here at the bottom. So tell me whether I achieved the goal of it looking somewhat like what might be an ad for these cigars, is what I'm thinking. I'd like to know what you think about that, if I accomplished that goal. It kind of just looked like that to me. You know, they always have a pretty lady in these ads for men's products because men like pretty ladies. Okay, I didn't need to put this down because I want to put her toe in behind this a little bit. So hopefully I can get this back up, because I actually did not mean, oh no. I might have to, well, I can a little bit. It just needs to go under there just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just so it looks like she's standing on the cigars. Let me see if I can get that up just a little bit more. Oh me. So we were, oh, I gotta tell you, talking about rain. We were out of town, not this weekend. I'm filming this on Saturday evening. We weren't out of town this weekend, but we were out of town last weekend, and we went to Jacksonville, Florida. And when we got back, there was, in our rain gauge, we had had 5 inches of rain. I was shocked that we had had that much rain, and we knew it had rained when we were gone, but I really didn't expect it was that much. But that's what the rain gauge said. And our friends who live about a mile from us in our little town, they concurred that it had rained quite a bit while we were gone. Oops. And we have a cat. He's old, he's 15. And in cat years, that's around 80. So he's quite an old fellow now. And so we board him while we're gone because he's blind in one eye and almost blind in the other eye. So he really, according to the vet, he doesn't really see much. He sees shadows mostly. And we believe that's true because he follows our feet around and he bats at our feet when he wants a snack or needs food or something, or just wants attention. He'll bat at our feet. He doesn't jump up in our laps as much because I don't think he can see it good enough. So we encourage him to jump, and we don't want him to be outside. We used to keep him outside when we went out of town with some food and water. And if we were gone just a couple of days, we would leave him out and he would do just fine. And we don't want to do that anymore because he can't see well, and I'm afraid he would not be able to defend himself or even know he needed to defend himself, or wouldn't know what he was defending against if a predator came up. We have had some coyotes on occasion, and I just don't want him to be in danger, so we board him. He's not that happy when he gets boarded. He kind of ignores us a little bit sometimes when he gets back home, because he's like, what are you doing to me? Why are you doing that to me? But anyway, it's for his own good, and he just don't know that. He is our second kitty. We had another kitty that passed away. He was 18 years old that passed away in 21. Yes, I believe it was in March of 21. What sweet delight a quiet life affords. Oh, and I wanted to put that under her arm right there. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, this glue is working just fine. It sticks about as quickly as art glitter glue, it would seem. Maybe not quite as quickly. I wanted to stick that under her arm. And so I'm going to do this like this, I think. Okay, do it like this. No, I kind of like it like this. If you hear air blowing, that's my air conditioner in my craft room. Okay, I'm going to put it down like that. This came from out of a book I found at a book sale. It's nothing but quotes, affirming quotes basically is what it is. I'm going to move this over here. Maybe not quite that far. Maybe not quite that far. Maybe like that. I'm going to put this more that way. And, oh, sorry, I'm being quiet. But anyway, so we had 5 inches of rain, which was wonderful because our grass had turned brown from lack of rain. And it is all nice and green again with that much rain. And then we're supposed to get a little more rain this evening. So hopefully we will get that. It is a little darker now and the wind started blowing, so it looked like it was gonna come our way. Even though just a little bit ago we were in this circle of no rain, with rain all around us. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick that right in there just like that. I can't tell if I've got that straight or not. I didn't actually get that one straight, but you know, it's going to be what it is because it's stuck down now. Not much I can do about it. So, there. So that's my collage. That's it. I didn't come up with anything to go over here as of yet. So we're not going to do that part on camera. But this is my collage. So we have a texture or pattern found in clothing. Well, this is a pattern that you would use to make this dress is a pattern. Or we have the dots is also a pattern found in clothing. Then something associated with relaxation. As I said, this outfit, this style is from 1928. And in that time frame, men would retire to their study or their club or whatever to have a cigar and a drink. So the cigar is associated with relaxation. A repeating pattern is the security envelope has, I don't know if you can see them, but it has little white dashes in it along with these other little designs, and that's a repeating pattern. A positive affirmation, what sweet delight a quiet life affords. An image of a landscape or scenery. This is a scenery and or landscape of a French villa or an Italian villa somewhere in Europe. I'm not sure where that came from, what city that's supposed to be, but that's what I'm using as my landscape or scenery, and the bonus is the security envelope. And I put the person's name right here that made this quote, what a sweet delight a quiet life affords. And that is my collage for this week. I do like how this one turned out. It's not a scene like some of my others have been. It is more of a collage-ish sort of thing. They're all collages, but you know what I mean. I didn't make a scene with my collage. So I think this sort of feels like what a 1928 advertisement might have looked like in a magazine of that day. So I appreciate you coming along. Let me know what you think. Do you think this sort of looks like it could be an ad in a magazine? And what do you think about me using a lady's dress as the pattern found in clothing? Because all clothing is made with a pattern, and that's kind of what I was going with. So let me know what you think about that idea. What do you think about me using cigars as a form of something associated with relaxation back in that day? It was that's before they knew how dangerous they were. So that is what I've done for this week. I hope you like it. Please let me know what you think. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. If you'd like to see more things from me, please hit that notification bell and the subscribe button. And those who are here, thank you for coming. I hope you will come again, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.